In life, sometimes you gotta eat a whole lot of shit. Piles of it. More shit than you can imagine. If you took a pack of wolves with stomach issues and locked them in your apartment for a month and then came home with a spoon, that's the amount of shit I'm talking about. Life is basically an all-you-can-eat shit show.
Welcome to the shit show.
Johnny B, motherfucking boss!
Welcome to the shit show.
Hi, the roaster, the blues man, we got you, baby.
Welcome to the shit show.
Yeah, welcome to it. We start the shit show, season 2. Happy New Year. Is it? Yeah. What?
This is Johnny B.
Yeah, let's do it.
Welcome to the shit show. We got Johnny B. He's got everything you want, and he sits when he pees. He is a very stupid boy, so scared of the COVID disease. Can't make it through a car wash and always getting stopped by the police. On the shit show. Welcome to the shit show with Johnny B.
Thank you, Crazy. And Buzz. Thank you, Crazy listeners. Collect to you, my friends. Oh, my God. It's a new year, believe it or don't. And the President of the United States left with the song YMCA playing. And somehow that just, I don't know what it is. It just bothered me to know. I don't understand that choice of music. You're leaving. You're leaving the White House. You're getting in Air Force One for your last time, and you're flying away to Florida. And, I knew he used this at his rallies.
Did he really?
Yeah, I guess every once in a while this song would pop up. But okay, it was like, I don't know why. What is, let me hear something once. Young man, there's no place you can go.
When you're short on your dough, you can say
You're short on your dough.
I'm sure you will find many ways.
I don't get it. That was one of the mysteries of it.
Well, didn't they complain about it?
No, I don't get it. I think they're all dead, the Village People.
No, they're not.
Okay, no, wait a minute. I want to say something because that did bother me, and the YMCA song was whoever programs Trump's music list as he was flying out. That was a bad move. I don't even get it. It doesn't even make sense. But I wanted to tell you something that I did. So this was going to be in our time off. This was going to be my Dr. World Tour. I was going to try to get in all my... I got the colonoscopy coming up. I missed that. If you want to be there for that, let me know. I went to my full physical with the bone exam and the EKG and then Dr. Raby, she comes in and she goes, all right, let me just check your... And she goes like this, swear to God. She takes that, that little flashlight to put it in your ear.
Yeah.
And she goes, whoa.
Found something living in here. What? What did she find?
It looks... the person so she goes, let me get someone in to get this out of your left ear.
Oh.
It looked like a pistachio nut. The girl goes, I go, can I take a picture of that? And she goes, no, I just flushed it. I said, what do you think it was? She goes, I think it looked like a pistachio nut. In my ear? There's no way. It just probably was wax impacted that looks like a pistachio nut. How could I sleep so hard on my left side? And what were the pistachio nuts doing in my bed?
And how did it come loose? I mean,
then they take the water.
Oh, that's the greatest.
Oh, she goes, are you sure this
awesome?
This won't bother you? Are you sure it won't bother you? I go, no, it won't bother me. Go ahead. Okay, then they put the hot water in your ear. I'm like loving it.
Oh, it's amazing.
Right?
Oh, it's like your brain gets a wash. Your entire brain gets washed.
Remind me not to drink coffee when you're speaking. Okay, hold on. Yeah, your brain does get a wash.
I mean, it's warm water. It's just like perfect temperature. Yep. It's inside your skull where water has never been before.
How can you be something like that? I was like, yeah, give me the other ear. Do I need the other ear clean? She goes, nah, it's good. And so, yeah, and they took that out. So I didn't say that to Bill Malone because it just happened. And he was at your house and we were testing your mic and I heard that. We all heard that it was bad. But I thought, uh-oh, am I hearing things because there was a pistachio nut in my ear? You know what I mean?
Which accounts for all the 3-hour sound checks that I've seen happen over the years.
See, I don't think people know. I don't think they know. Everyone just goes, where are you? Can you get back on? Yeah. Why don't you try setting this shit up by yourself? It's not easy. But I got to tell you one
Especially
thing.
with pistachios
Right.
in your ear.
And plus, I'm disabled. You know, folks, come on, give me a break. I've got a pistachio nut in my ear. I did. And it's like, can I take a picture? No, we already flushed it. I go, ah. And the doctor's reaction, I'm thinking about doctors have seen everything. Everything.
Yeah.
What? You know when you hear a doctor go, whoa.
Somebody hasn't seen in a while.
Yeah. And they're so cavalier sometimes. Did I ever tell you about the guy who gave me the colonoscopy? The first doctor I ever had a colonoscopy, someone said, you know, whatever the age, you're supposed to get a colonoscopy. So I got talked into it, went in there. And so he did the test, ran the test, and he found cancerous polyps that were growing into cancer.
Yeah. So
The next 3 years, they go, okay, so every 3 years you got to go again with this, you know, situation in my butt. And this doctor's, the new doctor now is reading my medical reports and going, oh, I see in a colonoscopy. Oh, he does just like this. I'm sitting across. Oh, good thing you did this or you'd be dead.
Yeah.
He said those exact, I said, what did you just say?
This is Plain Talking Doc.
Yeah. By the way, that's the name of my new sitcom I'm writing for him. Plain Talking Doc, coming soon to CBS. I hope you like it. He just tells it like it is. Oh, you got cancer, you're going to die. What? Yeah, so good thing you got that. So I got that coming up. But I got a pistachio in my ear. And right now I can just hear Bill Malone, the engineer, going, oh, God, all these years there was a pistachio in his nut, and he's driving me crazy for so many years. Okay, agree or disagree? Do you think it's weird that he plays, as he says, goodbye, Trump's there on the tarmac, and he goes, goodbye, and he gets in it with this song. It's stupid. I don't get it. Doesn't make a bit of sense.
Maybe it was something Melania requested.
You know what Melania requested? To get the hell out of Washington. It's going to go now. Now. Please. Back to Florida. I need a Brazilian. I mean, come on.
What does she do for him, man? I mean, the mind boggles.
I tell you what, she takes his money. What do you mean? What do you think she does for him? Oh, yeah, that's
The Village
it.
people, they've issued a statement about Trump's usage of YMCA.
Right. I knew it.
You guys keep
They
up with
said-
that shit.
In a statement, the Village people have said, we have no ill will towards the president, but we asked him to cease and desist long ago. However, since he's a bully, our request was ignored.
When you stand up to the Village people, you are a toughie. Not many people have been able to stand up to the Village people, and I salute them for that. That's strength right there. Oh, yeah? Hey, Mr. President, the Village people are pissed off. Yeah. Okay. Do you have a Diet Coke? Thank you. They don't care. I watched some of the inauguration. I like Bernie Sanders looked like he was in a cocoon, sitting in his chair all alone, and he brought a lawn chair to a fireworks event. And he looked like he was, honestly, he had like a UPS package with him. Really, I'm not making this up. He had a UPS package with him. There's a lot of memes about it going out there. And he's got these weird mittens on, and he's sitting alone with this giant winter coat that looks like a cocoon. And he's just sitting there, and then they flash, and then Biden is speaking, and you see Bill Clinton, and Bill Clinton is sleeping. His eyes are shut. Dude, you know you're on camera. Can you not stay awake? I'll live with Hillary.
He doesn't care anymore.
He doesn't care. I had a BJ in the White House. I don't care. Come on. That's just, it's just crazy. What a crazy thing. But before he got on the plane to YMCA, the president did pardon Brian Urlacher's brother. So that's...
Casey.
Isn't that the weird... What are we talking about? Urlacher's brother gets one of the pardons from the president on his way out the door. K-Buzz knows his name, too, and the Village
I followed
people.
it. I mean, I was amazed when it happened. It's like... And he's I couldn't quite remember what the charges were. And you hear him, and he was recruiting men to form a gambling casino something or other. I mean, it sounded huge. It sounded like James Bond or something.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Here's what he did. Brian Urlacher's brother, the Hall of Fame linebacker from the Chicago Bears, his brother Casey Urlacher, but Casey, yes, of course.
Casey. I like the name, though. Casey Urlacher.
I am Casey Urlacher, mayor of the tiny Chicago suburb of Mettawa.
And I think he still is. They don't care.
I know where Mettawa is. It's like out by Lake Forest. It's Mettawa. You see, it's 500 people live there. Oh, 500 people. Trump pardoned 140 people on the way out. Yeah, just, hey, Mr. President, just sign this. Yeah, who is it? Little Wayne, all right. Just think about it. You're just shoving anything in. Here you go. What is this? Let's see. Charlie Manson? No, he's dead. Never mind. Casey Urlacher, 41 charged last February, and pleaded not guilty. And he played football at Lake Forest College, and he also played in the Arena Football League. And then he became the mayor of the village of fewer than 550, Mettawa.
He's got more relatives than people living in the town.
He was pardoned of federal charges that he recruited for a multi-million-dollar illegal offshore gambling ring.
That's an illegal offshore gambling ring.
What does that
sounds?
What does that mean?
It sounds huge.
Okay, yeah, let's say it again, though, Buzz. What is it? Recruited for a multi-million-dollar illegal offshore gambling ring. How does that? What is he?
You can't even imagine. Where's the law being broken here? I mean, can't we gamble? Can't we gather?
Well, it was
can't
illegal.
We go to a casino?
Isn't that
what
the key
makes
word?
It illegal.
Because it was offshore.
I mean, it doesn't make any sense.
If the United States,
he was looking at some hard times.
Doesn't the United States say maybe it's in the Constitution? If you're going to do something illegal, do it on our turf.
Right.
Don't do it over the seas. Do it right in front of us, because that doesn't. I don't know. Whatever it was.
And no football players. No football players.
Even if you're a pro at the Lake Forest College or the Arena Football League, they gave him. By the way, Brian Urlacher got. He presented the president with a number 54 Chicago Bears jersey after his brother pleaded not guilty. So you give the president.
That's why the guy gets out. That's why.
I was just going to say. So that's all it takes.
That's all.
Hey,
well, a T-shirt from Brian Urlacher.
Hey, Mr. President, remember that time that Brian Urlacher from the Bears gave you that number 54 jersey? Yeah. Yeah, his brother Casey's in jail for some, I don't know, multi-billion legal offshore something or other.
Right.
Yeah, here.
Get him out. Get him out.
It just signs it. There you go. There you go. Thank you, Mr. President. Yeah. Give me a T-shirt. I'll get you out of prison. The president. That is great. That is great.
That's the American way. And having heard the charges, we still don't know what's illegal.
Yeah.
What did he do illegal?
Doesn't matter. He's out. I'll tell you who isn't out.
I saw
Tiger King.
Once again, you made Facebook yesterday.
No, me dressed as Facebook. Me dressed as Tiger King again.
The Tiger King with a giant rooster.
Oh my God, those people are so funny.
Posing and it looks so funny.
That's
really,
just great. Tiger King thought he was going to get out. So
that's right.
He was all ready. He had a big limo. He had a limousine ready. He had hair and wardrobe team standing by.
Right. He's the Tiger King.
22-year federal prison sentence in Texas. And then the list came out. Who got out? That Casey Urlacher. Why? He gave Trump a T-shirt. Wait a minute. I'm the Tiger King. Can you imagine waiting on that list? You got all the makeup crews waiting for him. The wardrobe people are waiting for him.
Right.
Is my pardon in yet? Nope. Wait a minute, I'm watching him take off in that airplane with the Village People song behind him. Wait a minute. Wait, come back. Mr. President, you forgot me, I'm the Tiger King. What did he do?
The Tiger King?
I forgot even what he did. I watched that series twice.
There were some people buried somewhere
Yeah,
at
that's
some
all.
point. I was like,
Good thing we're not like investigators. What did he do? I don't know. He buried somebody. Something's illegal offshore. I don't give a shit.
I mean, I watched the show, and I love the show. And at the end of the show, I didn't want him to go to jail, but I should.
Okay, wouldn't you say that would be the most surreal thing? The president's plane flies away, and you see the Tiger King getting in a. Did you see there's like a souped-up limo he was going to get in?
Oh.
And that would have been just. I mean, but how can anything else get more surreal? I saw. Now this song's gonna be in my head again.
I saw Tiger. Do you
understand? I saw Tiger.
I guess so.
Oh, man. All right, Chuck Norris was not photographed at the U.S. Capitol riots. It was a wannabe lookalike. Okay, so Chuck Norris, can you imagine this? The riots are going on at the U.S. Capitol, and Chuck Norris was not present. Now, why, you say, Johnny B. here, do you think that people thought it was Chuck Norris? So he had to make a statement. In a statement, the 80-year-old Chuck Norris refuted claims that he attended the riots after a photo circulated on social media of a man that looks similar to Norris posing with the Trump supporter. The guy, his name was Matthew Bledsoe, wrote next to his photo, Chuck Norris. In other words, he said he was Chuck Norris. Chuck could sue him for that, couldn't he?
He could do a lot more than that.
Yeah, he
It's
could.
Chuck Norris.
Now you're talking. Wait a minute. He could, oh no, not Chuck Norrisisms. Most people have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Chuck Norris has 72, and they're all poisonous. That's right. CNN was originally created as the Chuck Norris Network to update Americans with on-the-spot ass-kicking in real time. Contrary to popular belief, America is not a democracy. It's a Chuck-tatorship. Chuck could have killed that guy. His favorite joke. Remember what Chuck Norris once told? His favorite joke was, he removes your lower intestine, then he pretends to make a balloon animal out of it, then he cracks your skull open with a Volvo for not complimenting him on his balloon animal. Voicemail, 833 Loon Line.
Hey, Johnny, this is Chuck Norris. Guns don't kill people. I do.
Right on.
Right on, Buzz.
You're right on, Buzz. Chuck Norris saying hello to you.
Yeah, we're tight.
How about that? So, did you see, what's his name? He's on MSNBC, and, you know, a lot of this nonstop coverage of everything going on. Craig Melvin, MSNBC, is on MSNBC, and he's throwing it to this reporter named Ken DeLillian. Whatever his name, and who cares? Because I don't think he's going to be a reporter there much longer.
Ken DeLillian has some new reporting on something that we talked about at the top of the hour, how the Trump administration is handling the transition with the incoming Biden team, or not handling it, we should say, to a certain extent. This time, it involves our intelligence community. Ken, what have you learned, sir?
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Okay. Think we lost Ken for a second. We'll try to get him back there.
Craig Melvin, NBC, on the Today Show and on MSNBC. That guy's, you should see Craig Melvin's face on that video. It's just my favorite. He just like, whoa.
I've seen the video, and I saw the guy saying it, but we don't know really why he said that.
Well, it's simple. Look at us. You know, you're on Zoom. You don't know what button you hit, what button you didn't hit.
If I'm working for some major corporation, some major network, I don't say either one of those words while I got a microphone in front of me. I mean, who does that?
I guess. I don't know. I tell you who does it. Some guy named Ken.
Ken, what have you learned, sir?
Oh, shit. Fuck.
That's the wrong answer.
I'm sorry. As you just heard, Ken said, shit, fuck. That's what he heard at the White House. Back to you, Savannah. What? What are you talking about? And I have some very, very bad news for people. 762,000 pounds of Hot Pockets have been recalled. What the hell? Hot Pockets. Are you kidding me?
What could they be recalled for that they haven't already, been marketing?
The problem was they found extraneous materials, pieces of glass and hard plastic. Let me go to our news.
Ken, what have you learned, sir?
Oh, shit. Fuck.
Okay, once again, shit, fuck. All right, back to you again. The problem discovered when the company received only four complaints of extraneous material in pepperoni Hot Pockets. The company has received one report of a minor oral injury. Yeah, and I'll tell you what they received. Complaints about eating a Hot Pocket, diarrhea. That's what they receive complaints about.
There is the vegetarian Hot Pocket for those of us that don't want to eat meat but still would like diarrhea. Hot Pocket.
The only complaint I ever heard about Hot Pockets was the kid who had sex. He actually had sex
with
a Hot Pocket.
Oh, man.
Yikes.
There are many mysteries that don't yet have answers, but we now know why that teen had sex with a Hot Pocket. The 18-year-old who has identified himself as Versace Pockets explained to First We Feast that he wanted to fornicate with an inanimate object in order to gain online fame.
Hungry kids in the crib, ma. Pocket like it's hard.
Kid like it's hot. Pocket like it's hot.
When the cravings got a hold of you. Pocket.
Snoop did commercials for it, but no one made more money on it other than Jimmy Gaffigan. Oh, by the way, if you have Hot Pockets, I suppose I should give you the info. Affected boxes have a best before February 2022. If you have Hot Pockets in your home, the affected boxes have best before February 22, or some of them have best before the 12th of never. Try that.
I was looking at a box of Hot Pockets. They have a warning printed on the side. It said, warning, you just bought Hot Pockets. Hope you're drunk or heading home to a trailer. You hillbilly, enjoy the next NASCAR event. Hot Pocket.
Hungry kids in the crib, ma.
Yeah, here's what's also on the label. So, you know, if you get out contaminated, once again, contaminated Hot Pockets are being recalled. Consumers who have purchased the product are urged not to consume it, says the USDA. This product should be thrown away or returned to the place of purchase. That, by the way, is also on the original packages. Good Lord. Yeah.
Hello, America. This is Jim Gaffigan, and you are listening to my father, Jonathan Brandmeier.
Hasn't Hot Pockets ever, maybe I asked you, maybe I didn't, ever come to you and said, Jim Gaffigan, man, you're our new Hot Pocket spokesperson?
No, I think it's a very strange thing because I think they have to be like, hey, wait a minute, he's saying our product causes diarrhea.
Right.
But secretly they're going, we know it causes diarrhea.
Right.
We don't care.
They don't care, right? It doesn't, it doesn't matter. That was it, you?
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
20 minutes after the hour, Shotgun Timmy. Gaffigan is an ass.
The Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast. This is the new Not Normal.
I got a job for somebody. It's a good one.
I just want a job.
Get paid $500 to eat pizza and binge and watch Netflix. Write it down.
I'm already doing that.
Get $500 to eat pizza, binge, watch Netflix. The candidate will get a free Netflix account, a budget for pizza delivery and snacks, and a $500 paycheck. The position requires staying home, eating, and then taking and rating the takeout pizza you get delivered. Hold on a minute.
I am doing this. I mean, I have been.
Right? This is but you know what? I think it's a great job for.
And I'm now a big fan of the home run in pizza, frozen pizza.
It's one of my, I can't believe you said, one of my favorite pizzas. Buzz?
I mean, it's so dependable. It's so dependable.
It's so good. Hold on a second. I'm calling someone who I think has been avoiding us for too long in season 1 of the shit show. And if he doesn't pick up, if he sees this number and doesn't...
Buenos días.
And would you please, you know who this is, Buzz?
No.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got to make sure I don't know if it is either. We're trying to get a hold of him for a freaking year.
Wait a second. Who's this? Who did?
I know who that is. I know who that is.
The Movie Man.
You're so opinionated.
Yeah.
You know you're so opinionated.
Mr. Movie Man.
What up, lesbians? Long time no talk.
I got a show idea for you. Netflix says that they're going to pay $500 for people to eat pizza and binge and watch Netflix shows. Would you be interested in that job?
You know what? It sounds like my life. It sounds like, Biff, what the hell, man? How you been?
Super, and missing you always.
I thought it was my plumber calling, and because it was an unknown number, I never use it. It's like Buenos Dias, just in case. It's somebody I don't want to talk to, and it's you guys, and I'm just sitting here in shock. I just can't believe it.
Listen, like Buzz said, we have missed. You can tell so many people have missed you. Wait.
Every time I see Ellen DeGeneres, I think of the Ellen DeGeneres story.
Oh my God!
And I see her a lot. So
you must be talking about Ellen Degenerate.
Oh boy!
That's what we call it.
Okay, wait a second. What was that story again? You had a run-in with Ellen. I know the stories when it came up. Everybody started circulating when the hate stories about Ellen came up. They started to circulate these. Hey, didn't Movie Man have a fight with her? You know how things get out of hand. Didn't Movie Man beat her up? Didn't she kick Movie Man in the nuts?
Well, first of all, are you guys doing a show?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
Don't
'Cause I
worry
got
about
you,
it. Just
Biff.
talk. Just
Is
talk.
it you, me, and Biff?
Yeah, we're on the phone.
What the hell, man?
Okay, listen to me. Yes.
Just like old times.
It sure is.
What?
Oh, well, can you just tell us the Ellen story really quick, whatever it was? I want to hear what happened.
Okay, so I was a guest on the Ellen show, and I go in and we do our little warm-up thing, and you know, they give you a dressing room and you have a star on the door, and I felt this thing's going to be great. So I go out to do the pre-interview, and you go sit and you sit across Ellen, and they have a few of the people from the crew who are sitting out there trying to feel it out. So I'm sitting across from Ellen, and she asked me a couple questions, and I'm giving her some what I think are, you know, pretty quirky, funny answers. And the people in the audience are laughing, and she's just stone-faced. She is just dead in the eyes. And I'm thinking, this ain't going so well. So we do our little pre-interview. I go back to my dressing room. I come out to do the interview, right? The producers, they come in the room, they get you, they pull you out to do the interview. And I'm sitting in the chair waiting to go on, and a producer comes up to me, and he's just looking me over. He's head to toe in me, right? Which is weird. And he looks at my shoes. And he's like, yeah, what are those? Are those Chuck whatever? And I'm like, yep. And he's like, well, you have any other shoes? I'm like, well, no, these are the shoes I came with. Is there a problem with my shoes? And he looks at me and he says, well, shoes are kind of Ellen's thing. So we need you to change your shoes.
Oh, wow. I definitely didn't hear this story.
Well, nobody heard this story.
Yeah,
I've never
yeah.
heard this before.
Yeah, and I'm like, I don't have any other shoes. These are the shoes I have. And they're like, well, we'll get you some shoes. I'm like, you're not getting me any fucking shoes. These are the shoes I brought with me.
Let me ask you this, though, in real time. Did you say those exact words to that person, that helper for the Ellen DeGeneres show, that assistant, whatever it is? Did you say you're not getting me any fucking shoes?
Well, at the time, remember, I fancied myself a big star.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
still arrogant, that's for sure.
I'm not putting on any other shoes. So he's like, okay. So they take me back. This story gets way worse.
Oh man.
So they take me back to my dressing room, and you know, there's a monitor in there, and the show starts, right? So the show's starting. It's about 40 minutes in, and they still haven't come back to get me to do my segment, my bit.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there with my publicist, and we're just sitting in the dressing room all by ourselves. Pretty soon, we see the closing credits for the show. The show's over, right?
Good God.
They just let us sit there the entire show. So I'm pissed. I walk out of the dressing room. I'm looking for a producer of any sort, and I'm like, okay, what the hell happened? What's going on? And they're like, yeah, you were bumped from the show today. And I'm like, you motherfuckers. I also think the other part of the reason was when we were doing our warm-up bit, I was just too funny. I was too good. Ellen didn't like it. The producers, they thought it was good, but she's like, no, this guy, he's too good. So, yeah. And we've heard a lot about the Ellen show, right? And,
yeah, but you never know what's true with stuff like that. But there's a lot of smoke. There's got to be some fire in there, right?
Yeah. Well, of course. And then she tried to she fired a bunch of people. It's like, oh, my staff, I can't believe what they've done. It starts at the top, and she's just a full-blown a-hole.
And you know, people don't think that about you. I can tell you that right now.
Movie turd, Mr. Movie Turd. Don't be rude, he don't want to get sued. Movie turd, Mr. Movie Turd. No service dogs allowed.
Yeah, that's another story. Merp. Movie Man, do you remember the guy in Santa Barbara that offered us his whole office complex in Santa Barbara where you live?
Here's the thing. When you went off the air and, simultaneously I sort of went dark for a long period of time, you had so many people who were like, we have to listen to you. You need to broadcast. What are you doing? And everything was up in the air. Nobody knew what was going on. Yeah. So you and I started chatting about it, and we were thinking, I have a place in Santa Barbara, and maybe, so somehow it led to this dude who offered you literally his office building. He says, I need to hear you so badly. I will give you the suite in our office to start talking again.
Yeah.
Here's what happened. Nobody knew what was happening with you, right? Because we talked to you periodically. It's like, I got a studio at Fort Knox. It's like, I'm setting up shop at Bank of America. What the fuck are you talking about? Nobody knew what you were doing or whether you had a studio, whether you didn't have a studio, you had to move. There were some mafia implications. I don't know what was going on.
Unbelievable.
And all of a sudden, and so, but now it seems like you've got Biff, you've got a studio. It seems like you figured it out.
How are you surviving this, which is still not ended? How are you surviving it there? Because you never came out of the house anyway.
It is far from ended. And you know what's slightly odd? Me, because I was doing a lot of what you have to do now way before the pandemic. Right? Like I was a guy, I wasn't touching doorknobs. I generally didn't get it within 6 feet of people. Like I sort of wrote these rules without even knowing it.
Right.
Like I was the guy who literally would take my own silverware into a restaurant. If I went into a restaurant, inside my coat, I had my own fork, my own knife, and I was using my own stuff.
That seems slightly imbalanced.
Slightly imbalanced.
Yeah,
but perfect for the times, right? And then the whole COVID thing hit, and all of a sudden I'm here, but unfortunately or fortunately, depending on whether she's listening, my lovely wife was here also because everything was shut down, and she runs a fitness facility, so her business was just shut down. So, everybody had to try to figure out how to live together, how to be in the same room. And like you said, I was already a little weird. This just ratcheted that up to a point where I will probably never come back.
Wait.
There's no return to civilization for me. There really isn't. Which is weird and a shame, but I'm good with it. But if I was weird before, I'm weirder now.
So you think this really sets you back even worse than you are now? You're not going to see yourself going out ever again, to a restaurant? You loved restaurants, man. You loved them.
I did. I did, but I took my own silverware, and here's what's
really
right.
Buzz, would you even ever take your? Oh, can you imagine what do they look like when you say to the restaurant guy, and you would go to these restaurants? Hey, here's my silverware. Do you just throw theirs off the table and use me? I don't get it.
See,
man.
I'll bet they've seen that before. I bet that's not new.
L.A.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, you think that's a bad idea? That's a great idea. Right? And in fact, I should have been the spoon man and invented the little kit that you just, has a little container, you put it in your pocket and you just pull it out and then you wash it at home. It's actually a fantastic idea. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can start that up.
Hello. In a world, welcome to Moviefone. If you think Mr. Moviefone is a tool, press 1.
Are you still on CNN?
I have not been on a television station since the beginning of the pandemic.
Okay, for people who don't remember, hold on a minute. People don't remember, the movie man, a.k.a. Russ Leatherman, his porn name, was on CNN with the lovely, what's her name again? The little perky little...
Robin Meade.
Just a delightful pile of love. There she is. and she was with you, and every Friday you would go on her with her, not go on her, you would go on CNN and talk about, and you haven't been on, so you just, because you're afraid to go into the CNN building, or just use Zoom?
It's first of all, if we use Zoom, here's the problem: is I currently look like some combination of Jeff Daniels and Jesus Christ.
Let me see. All right, so you're not on CNN. I got it. You don't look good. You don't want to be on TV. Do you still want to talk about movies? Wait. Do you even watch movies? Do you still watch movies or anything?
Do any of us?
You're selected liquid ass.
All right, go ahead.
If you selected liquid ass,
you heard it.
Liquid ass, press 1. You're selected liquid ass. Rated R.
Liquid ass, rated R. That's the last movie you plugged on this show.
This is the crappiest piece of crap in Crap Town.
That's a good one.
Do you believe
movie theaters
that movie theaters will ever come back as they were? Because I definitely don't.
Yeah, I don't think you can get that. What do they say? Toothpaste back in the tube?
Nope.
Here's the thing. They say that. Some people say that. Yeah. They talk about trying to get toothpaste back in the tube.
Yeah.
I don't think so. I think movie theaters will exist to some extent. I think here's who's pissed about it is the movie theater industry,
yes.
Not studios, because they still have a way of making their money, right? You're paying $20, maybe more, for the on-demand movies, and guess what? They don't have to share those revenues with the movie theaters. So it was always a completely symbiotic relationship. That fractured. COVID took care of that. Studios are going, I got to get some movies out. And theaters are brick and mortar. And I don't know that brick and mortar stores, whether it's movie theaters, whether it's restaurants, whether it's whatever, will ever go back to the way they were.
I miss the magical soda machine and the large contains of popcorn and you
were always such a people person.
I just love it. I love movie theater. I love debating the coming attractions. I love the drama of the opening credits and people sniffling and sneezing in my back. I miss all of the. I used to get dressed up to match the occasion. If it was a movie about war, I'd wear an army outfit and try to snag a perfect seat.
Your date's supposed to have loved you.
Who doesn't?
Why don't you just tell me the movie you want to see?
There you go. All right, goodbye.
You gotta move. You gotta go.
We need to change the world. We need to change the world.
So, go. You gotta move. You gotta go.
We need to change the world.
Yep.
We need to change the world.
Yeah. We need to change the world. Yep. We need to change the world. Gravitas.
The Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
Hey, Johnny B.
This is the new Not Normal.
Yeah. All right, let's go through some email. This Dave Stapleton. Oh, his friend says Dave. Sharon is her name. Sharon says, my brother, Dave Stapleton, he loves to party and he won't be able to party the way he would like to due to COVID. He can't celebrate getting old with his family and his friends. Make his day. Dave thinks he is very hilarious and a savvy salesman. Okay.
You got to believe in yourself.
All right.
This is David.
Hey, David, how you doing?
Good.
Listen, I talked to Sharon about what you were talking about earlier regarding your sales possibilities.
Okay.
And I wanted to know if there's any way we could get together. I know we have some tight restrictions here, but is there any way we could get together and just talk about it? Because what Sharon was saying was it bordered on illegal. Hello?
Yep.
Do you understand what I'm talking about?
No.
You don't understand what I'm talking about. Sharon, your sister?
Yeah.
She told me to call you. She said you're a savvy sales guy, and she said you had some kind of idea, some kind of way we could maybe, I don't want to say it, I guess, scam the system, sort of, with this banking thing.
I'm really not tracking.
Let's just say I got to clean some money.
I need your name and number, and I'll give you a call back.
Boy, I'm afraid. I want to make sure I'm not giving somebody the number I don't want to give to. You're sure you understand what you have? I got the right guy, right?
Mm-hmm.
You just seem a little shady for some reason. I mean, I don't understand what's going on here.
Ditto.
So you don't understand it either. Maybe, do you think your sister's playing a joke on us or something?
I have no idea. I'll check with her.
All right. Call this number, 833-552-7469.
Okay.
Ask for Johnny.
Okay.
Johnny B.
Oh, good God.
Happy birthday, Davy boy! Davy Stapleton having a little birthday. There he is.
Johnny B.
Happy birthday and happy to Dave.
Hey, Buzz.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Dave.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, Dave's right there. He's right
Dave's not here.
He's right on the phone right now. I just heard him. I just talked to him.
Dave's not here.
He's right there. Hey, Dave, happy birthday. She didn't tell me to scam me, but for some reason, I'm always shocked when somebody picks up, so I just like to jack with them if you do. But you picked up, Dave. Why did she say you're hilarious and you're a savvy salesman on your birthday? Why'd you say that?
Because I am.
Well, you're confident once again.
But my radar detector was going off with the scam. Yeah.
No, was it? Tell me the truth. Well, no, because I was saying I want you to launder money. Why would you say, oh, sure, I can help you launder money?
I didn't. I said, let me check on it.
No, but your radar scam didn't go off, but thinking it was
and
me.
He didn't shut any doors. All possibilities remained open.
Yeah. And Dave Stapleton is a sly little son of a bitch. Now, wait a minute, Dave, but let's be clear. You weren't thinking that Jonathan Brandmeier, was scamming. You were thinking that maybe this caller was. Did you think it was even close to legit? Like somebody wanted to launder. Why would someone want to launder money with you?
First, you offered me a job, and then it went from offering a job to laundering money. So then I'm like, okay, yeah, we're shutting this down now.
Okay, by the way, you could tell that I'm just winging it. I'm not just thinking. Once you picked the phone up, I was like, I'll say whatever it takes to say anything. I don't really care what I'm saying to him as long as he keeps talking. All right, so anyway.
Hey, really appreciate it. I've listened to you for I can't tell you how many years.
Thank you very much.
Wow, a lot of entertainment over the years.
Yeah, I can tell you that I have listened to this show because it's the only thing I can get in my headphones.
Dave's not here.
Yeah, he's right there. Dave, happy birthday to you. Sounds like you have a crazy sister, Sharon.
Yes, I do.
Sharon Glennon, that would be her name. By the way, may I ask, though, if you're a savvy salesman, what is it that you sell, Dave?
Let's not go into it right now.
What do you mean? Wait a minute. Now, who sounds shady now? What are you saying?
No, I'm working for a great company.
But you can't say what it is?
Correct.
Wow.
Johnny, that's what I'm doing. I don't want to get this out in public, you know?
Oh, you're laundering money.
Right.
Okay, Dave.
I'm not a banker, Johnny. I'm a salesman.
What do you sell?
Money laundering machine.
All right, okay. How do you launder money? Put it on gentle. Right. Well, I guess you are hilarious and you are a savvy salesman. You're so savvy you won't even tell me what you sell. All right, Dave.
There you go.
Thank you very much, buddy. Happy birthday to you.
Hey, thanks, Johnny B. Thanks, Buzz.
Dave's not here.
Don't call us.
You ought to stink. Brandmeier.
Get your all-new limited edition Jonathan Brandmeier shit show merchandise at brandmeiershow.com.
It's a great package. What a great package.
Coffee mugs.
There were several things I liked about it. One being the coffee cup, the shape of the coffee cup and the color. It says shit show on it if you look hard enough.
T-shirts.
The T-shirt I liked.
Face masks.
The mask is the only mask I've tried on that actually will stay on my face. It's a little weird because, you're on it.
You know what looks really weird? On me, it's my eyes under my eyes.
Under your eyes.
Look like I have 4 eyes when I'm wearing the Brandmeier Shit Show, a protective COVID mask.
Get yours now before it's all gone.
BrandmeierShow.com. Just go to that website and then hit merch.
The shit show.
The limited edition shit show crap.
At brandmeiershow.com.
This is Larry King, talk show host and radio legend. I've interviewed many obnoxious and arrogant celebrities in my days, but one guy really makes my flesh crawl, and he's the young punk you are listening to now. Brandmeier, get out of here. This is my town now.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not. Cause the dreams bring back all the memories of everything we've been through.
It seems like every time we go away for any amount of time, people die, and I'm thinking it's because they miss us. That's what I would like to think.
Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's right. That's what I think. Larry King, the talk show host, is dead.
In a certain way, we're responsible for their demise.
No. Larry King is an icon. Larry King was an icon. Larry King, the great talk show host, CNN, 25 years, passed away at 87 in Los Angeles. And he had, the last I heard, Larry had some complications from COVID. And then he went in to the hospital. And according to Billy Bush, the entertainment man, he said he was going to come out and will himself back to life.
You heard about 87-year-old broadcasting legend Larry King. He's contracted COVID. Out of the ICU for him. A source very close to me sent me a text, and it said this: he wills himself better each time he gets sick. I've never seen anything like it, says the source. We all thought for sure this was it. Long live the King.
Yeah. Boy. That's what Billy Bush thought. And, you can only will yourself to live so long, I guess.
Yeah. You know, I used to have breakfast with him.
Yeah, I know. You and him in Miami.
That's right.
Yeah, but you didn't really. You just had...
in the same room having breakfast.
That's not having breakfast with Larry King.
I was in the room with him. He was having breakfast.
Okay.
I was having breakfast.
Okay, guarantee you he didn't remember it based on the calls that I remember him getting.
Chicago, hello.
Hi, Larry. First call tonight, an open line on the lunar eclipse.
Yes, sir. It was beautiful.
You got a chance to see it?
I sure did. I watched it when it got out. We had it on our TV show, and then I got out of CNN. It was gorgeous. Right over the capital of the United States, the moon hung, covered by the earth. Wild.
Beautiful. Speaking of the moon, I really enjoyed the interview you had last month with Buzz Kilman.
Buzz Aldrin.
What's your name?
Aldrin.
Aldrin?
Aldrin. He stepped on the moon.
I thought it was Buzz Kilman.
No, sir. Aldrin.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't remember.
No, he didn't remember.
He's 87.
No, he wasn't 87 then. Okay. That's right. Larry King is dead. He was, of course, an icon, no question about it. He interviewed everybody in the world. In the world.
Just about.
What are you going to do for 69?
Well, I'm not talking to you. I mean, could you stress my age enough, for Christ's sake? How old are you, 102?
It's always good having you around. Thanks, Ringo.
I don't know why that always kills me. He's interviewing Ringo Starr, and he's like, yeah, man. That always gets me. It's just, I don't know what
are you going to do for 69?
Well, I'm not talking to you. I mean, could you stress my age enough, for Christ's sake? How old are you, 102?
It's always good having you around. Thanks, Ringo.
Thanks a lot, Ringo. Bye-bye now. Bye-bye, Ringo. Oh, good Lord. He was 87, if you want to know the real age, Ringo. 87 when he died. And my story on Larry King was really, really touching. It may bring me to tears. I had Larry in the studio. And do you remember that, Larry?
Hey, Johnny.
What?
Eat me.
Okay. Anyway, I had Larry King in the studio, and we had quite a conversation. It was great. We really got along well. And in a future podcast, showcast, we will play that. But that same week, I happened to run into him at Joe's Stone Crab Restaurant in Chicago. And I was coming out of the bathroom at Joe's Stone Crab in Chicago, and Larry was going in. Remember, about 5 days separated our meeting for the second time. And I said to Larry, hey, Larry, how's it going, man? Johnny B, we had such a great time in the studio the other day. Good seeing you. Good for you. And he walked in the bathroom.
Hey, Johnny.
I know.
Eat me.
All right.
Here's to the ones that we got.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Larry, I know you hear me from above. I swear to God. Now, the one thing we really did enjoy with Larry King, and he really, to me, he was the greatest. The one thing I thought he did, which I really would think about doing someday, he just went from midnight to 5 a.m. and took calls with no show, just calls from around the country, nonstop. And it was just, that's when he was going, hello, Michigan, hello. Or, that was fantastic.
Yeah.
But he is more, and he was, at 87, more social media active than I will ever be. I don't even know how to turn on Facebook, okay? But Larry was into tweets, and what we loved about Larry was he would just tweet these crazy things. Now, if you think we're making it up, we're not. Let Larry explain it to us.
What I do is I sit down on Sunday nights and I stream out these thoughts. I don't type them out. My wife sends them out. In other words, I give them to her.
Wait, you just lie there and you shout things?
No.
Celery is underrated. Corn cob is a good name for a horse.
That's right. He's telling Conan that's what he did. You lay there on the couch and he shouts things.
He's a genius.
That is genius. So what better way to salute him, I believe, than having the iconic comic himself, Emo Phillips, read tweets from Larry King.
I never get on an elevator without a cell phone. I love rice. Why are they so chintzy with envelope glue these days? Take it from me, if you had chicken pox when you were a kid, you're getting shingles. I never learned to bake. I can do without sunlight. What color is mauve anyway? I'll pay top dollar for a handyman. I saw a giant starfish yesterday. How do you know if you've got dementia? I should end with that. I can eat tomato any number of ways. There's 6,000 of these.
Emo Phillips is reading the words of Larry King from actual Larry King tweets. Emo, one more.
I've got all kinds of secretions I could put on a baseball.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish you were here, but you're not.
I wonder if his family would like a copy of that to play at his eulogy. Larry King is dead at 87. He was fantastic.
Larry's fan. I thought you were talking about
Emo, yeah.
Emo's family. I'm sure they'd like a copy.
Larry King lays there and shouted tweets. That's funny, man.
Hey, Johnny.
I know.
Eat me.
Larry King is gone.
This is Larry King, talk show host and radio legend. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? I don't know, but I do know that makes me hungry for some chicken.
Snoop Dogg, what do you make of your association with marijuana?
They're back together, their first live get-together in 5 years. The Motley Crew.
Coach Bobby Knight yelling at a kid, publicly yelling at him, helps him.
Larry, hey, I don't need this.
Thanks so much for giving us this hour. I'm out of here.
Because someone is physically beautiful, does that mean they would be a good prostitute? I know you are a prominent pimp. Thanks, Sinbad. See you again soon.
Jerry Lewis, if you're alive, he's part of your existence.
Now you've crossed the line. I'll have your ass in jail so quickly you won't know what hit you.
It's weird in a way, and the whole thing is.
Blimpe está orgulloso de introducir
Welcome back to Telemundo.
su nueva fajita de pollo.
They didn't cancel you. You canceled them. Yeah.
You think I got canceled? Are you under the impression that I got canceled?
Have I hurt you, Jerry? The intellectualism of some morning radio.
Brandmeier, get out of here.
John, we'll see you at the top of the hour.
Here's to the ones that we got. Cheers to the wish.
Larry King, dead, 87. Also dead while we were gone, Hank Aaron. Hammerin' Hank Aaron, ladies and gentlemen. I grew up in Fond du Lac, Wisconsin. He was a Milwaukee Brave. He was the one, the only, the home run king, baby. His name is all over baseball record books, and indeed, he could do it all. Hammerin' Hank, who was an absolute legend in the game. He broke Babe Ruth's home run record in 1974. He ended his career with 755 home runs, 755 home runs. He held the record for more than 3 decades, and it wasn't until Barry Bonds hit his 756th home run in 2007 that Aaron was bumped to number 2 on the list, where he remains to this very day. Aaron was a true role model on and off the field. He was great. He was great. Now, Hank Aaron passes away, 86 years old. Many sports fans, including myself, find myself wondering what happened to the ball that catapulted Hank Aaron into the history books on July 20th, 1976. Hank Aaron hit a lot of home runs. The ball that Aaron hit for career homer 715 to pass Babe Ruth, that was collected in a bullpen, and it currently resides at the Brave Sun Trust Park. The final home run of his career was hit 2 years later, on July 20th, 1976, retrieved by a Milwaukee County Stadium groundskeeper named Richard Arndt. At the time, no one knew it would be Hank Aaron's last home run. It came in the middle of the season. He would play in 23 more games for Milwaukee, the Brewers at that time. Richard Arndt attempted to give the ball to Hank Aaron after the game, and here's where the story gets weird. But the team was leaving on a road trip. Richard Arndt, the guy that got the ball, was told to hand over the ball. Richard Arndt, the groundskeeper, said, "No, I'm going to keep the ball myself," and he was fired the next day for not returning the ball immediately. That's where I would start calling Hank Aaron to help him get his ball back. Not only did I call Hank, I also called Richard Arndt, and let's listen to that now as Hank Aaron, Hammerin' Hank Aaron, the greatest of all time, has passed away at 86. Hammerin' Hank Aaron, ladies and gentlemen, the great Hank Aaron. You are the greatest, sir. You are the greatest. You are the greatest. There's no doubt about it. I remember you when you were with the Milwaukee Braves.
Well, I played there.
Do you know why we were looking for you yesterday?
I don't know why. No, I had heard from somebody that told me you were looking for me.
Right. We were looking for you because we had that Richard Arndt on the phone.
Mm-hmm.
And he has your ball.
He claims he have it.
Now, he says he has it.
He claims he have it.
No, he says he has it.
I'm telling you, he claims he have it. I've heard that some other people have it.
So you don't even think that ball is number 755.
I really don't know, and I have some doubt.
Obviously, you deserve to have the ball. It's your ball.
That's right.
It's your ball. You hit it. It's the final home run.
Yeah.
And by the way, do you know, Hank, that you signed that ball?
I signed a lot of balls.
Yeah, he said he got in line at some sports show. You signed it not knowing that you were signing number 755.
I don't know whether it's 755. He says it is. I've talked with him several times. He's given me all kind of gift gabs and all of that.
Right.
That he's going to give it back to me. He wants to give it back. He want to do this. He want to do that. And in time, you get to the point where, hey, give it to me. Then he backs off and says, oh, no, I want the Brewers to participate in it. I want the Brewers to do this. And it's just that it get to be annoying, really. So I don't know whether it's the ball or not.
I just think you should give you the ball back.
First of all, I don't, as I said before, I don't know whether it's the ball. I like to
you know what, Hank, right there.
Regardless of whether it is or not, I just like for him to give it to me and get out of the picture. This guy has given all kinds of stories out.
Yeah.
I have talked with him, and he has rambled. And I said, well, what if it's the ball? Why don't you give it to me? If it's the ball, you said it. Give it to me. He said, I want you to have it. He got angry with the Brewers because the Brewers fired him for something because of the fact that he wouldn't give the ball back. The ball actually does not belong to him. He was a ground crew working on the groundkeepers or doing something with the Brewers at the time.
That's right.
And he was not supposed to have anything whatsoever to walk out of that ballpark with. Legally, he's not supposed to have the ball.
That's why he was fired.
Yeah.
He was not a fan.
Legally, he was not supposed to have the ball. He got the baseball, and now he's trying to hold it hostage. It belongs to me.
Yeah.
It does not belong to him. He has to understand that. What he's trying to do, and I guess it's against the law, is he's trying to hold hostage. He has got a baseball, hoping that one day that he can sell it for millions and millions of dollars, and somebody going to come along, and that's wrong.
Yeah.
That is absolutely wrong. Yes, I would like to have it. Sure, I would. The ball needs to be in the Hall of Fame.
That's where you will put it.
That's where it needs to be. It doesn't need to be in his safe deposit box where he's trying to hold somebody hostage for it.
But one way or the other, he's going to have to cough it up if he really, in fact, has the ball.
Yeah. Well,
right?
he'll come. He'll say to you, yes, I'm gonna give it up, and then tomorrow you come back to him. No, I think
my grandma's sick. I can't
give
it up. My grandmother's sick. All right, well, we'll find out. Hank, can you hold on 1 second?
Sure.
Thank you very much. The great Hank Aaron.
Johnny B is Jonathan Brandmeier.
All right, Hank Aaron is on the line. We are trying to get his ball number 755 back from a gentleman named Richard Arndt in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Hank, we have paged him. You deserve the ball. And by the way, I have a piece of tape I want to play from him talking to us yesterday that you should hear.
Okay.
Here's what he said to Richard Arndt, the guy has your ball, 755.
My feeling, realistically, is if there were somebody who would make me a realistic offer, who would hopefully use it perhaps for promotional purposes or whatever, but for a fixed period of time, and then donate it or sell it to Hank Aaron or to the Hall of Fame, personally, I think that would be the best-case scenario. The ball, I think, is worth something. Hank feels like it belongs to him because, as he said, he hit it, so he feels like it's his. And I feel like I should be compensated for something for the ball. I was fired from my part-time job for not giving it back to the Brewers.
I heard you laughing there, Hank. Hank Aaron, that's Richard Arndt talking about your ball, 755. He is not answering his pages, and we told him that you're on a line. Why don't you just leave a message? Maybe he doesn't believe me. We'll just dial up his voicemail, and you just leave a message. Tell him we want to get this thing over with.
I know what you're saying. Why don't I do this? Why don't I just rather not communicate with this guy, because I don't think I should, because this guy really frustrates me. You know, I mean, he talks out of the side of his mouth 2 or 3 times. You know, you talk to him, and he gets you real frustrated, you know.
Hank wants the ball. Hank hit the ball at 755. Are you going to sell it, or are you going to give it back, or aren't you? Just yes or no, what are you going to do with it? That's
it's been put to him before, and he might tell you, oh, yeah, I will. And then he hang up, and then the first thing you know, you don't hear nothing more from the guy. It's not his. And he sneaked around to a card show and said he got me to sign it.
That's right. That was the latest thing.
For what reason? I'd signed a lot of balls. You know, how do I know that's the ball? You know.
Yeah, he said he didn't trick you in this. Now, the paper reported yesterday that he, in fact, did trick you, because obviously if you never... Yeah, of course he did. If he's holding 755, he asked you to sign it. He knows what he's holding.
Yeah.
You signing it, by the way, you know, if it's the ball, makes it all the more valuable.
Yeah.
That's called tricking.
That's what he did.
That's what he did. Tricked Hank Aaron out of getting his ball back. 755. That was Richard Arndt. Now, as you saw, you heard Richard Arndt. We would talk to him. Then we would get Hank back on. Then we'd get Richard back on. Then Richard said, hell, I'm not talking to you anymore. And that was the end of that. He handed over the ball, and the update... Well, go ahead, Buzz.
He sounds like a weasel. I mean, he's got a sound. He sounds like a weasel.
I believe he is and was a weasel. You don't... He goes... In the line, he goes, yeah, well, you know, Hank thinks it's his because he hit it. Yeah, he's Hank Aaron. He hit the home run ball, the 755th home run, set the world record, baby. Until Barry Bonds came in. We'll get to that in a second. But to answer the question, whatever happened to the ball... Arndt was told to hand over the ball, as you know, the groundskeeper, that's what he was. He said, no, I'm going to give it to him myself, and he never returned the ball. He hung on to it for 2 decades. Did I get that ball yet? No, I just need it about 20 years, and I'll get it to him. He then auctioned it off 1996 for $650,000.
He did?
Yep, he did.
And he got the money?
He got the money. It's his ball. He auctioned it off. He got $650,000, but the upside was he did donate $150,000 to Hank Aaron, his personal charity, allegedly.
Oh, well, he's less than a weasel then.
That's right. What? Okay, slightly less than a weasel. He sold the ball for $650,000.
More than a weasel.
Yeah, more than a weasel. I mean, Richard Arndt. So that's not.
I mean, if you give somebody $150,000, you know, that's a stand-up move.
No, he gave it to his personal charity, allegedly.
Yeah.
That's what
okay.
Yeah. He didn't give it to Hank Aaron.
So we can't really verify that.
No, they say he said he did.
Oh, yeah. Gotta hear what I have to say.
Yeah, come on. It's so funny, though. He gets away. He's with the Brewers. He gets the ball. Nobody really thought that night, July 20, the 76, was going to go into the history books. There was kind of not really a lot of people there. Milwaukee County Stadium at the time. He gets the ball. Hey, give the ball back to Hank. No, I want to give it to him myself. Okay, when are you going to give it back to him? 20 years from now.
Yeah. I need the money.
After I sell it. All right. Now, Hank Aaron, of course, broke the Babe Ruth record, and then he broke another one. 755 final career home run against the California Angels. It was a record that would stand for 31 years until Barry Bonds of the San Francisco Giants, hit his 756th home run in 2007. I did call him when he hit the 755th, and I asked how he felt.
Mr. Aaron.
Yeah.
How you doing? This is Jonathan Brandmeier.
Fine. How are you?
How you doing? Hammer and Hank Aaron, ladies and gentlemen, the great Hank Aaron. You are the greatest, sir. You are the greatest. When you walked to the plate, you had a feel in your heart, didn't you? When you walked up there, you knew, if I just get the pitch, I'm going to nail it. You could feel it in your gut, couldn't you, Hank?
No question about that. Yeah. And you could, when you got that feeling and you could see the ball, you could read what's being thrown to you, whether it's a curveball or a slide or something like that, you could see it right quick, and you could make home run baseball number 755. You could react pretty quick,
He did tape a video board message, so Barry Bonds and the people there in the stands in San Francisco could hear Hank Aaron, congratulate him, and you can see there was no animosity. It was just a beautiful, beautiful message delivered by Hammer and Hank.
I would like to offer my congratulations to Barry Bonds on becoming baseball's career home run leader.
And cheating with steroids to reach this goal.
It is a great accomplishment
of science,
which required skill,
needles,
longevity,
roids,
and determination.
It seemed odd. It seemed his voice seemed to change within that exact cut, didn't it? It seemed a little weird to me. Yeah. Hank Aaron, Hammer and Hank, he's dead. Another one went away at age 86. He was really nice. Tommy Lasorda also dead, Larry King dead, and Hank Aaron dead. The trifecta goes on. Tommy Lasorda was one of a kind Los Angeles Dodger, led him to 2 World Series, 4 National League pennants, 70s, 80s. He died at 93. 93. And he was always he was a gentle soul. He was kind to press.
A 130 hitter like Bavacqua, who couldn't hit water if he fell out of a boat. And I guarantee you this, when I pitched, and I was going to pitch against a team that had guys on it like Bavacqua, I sent a limousine to get to make sure he was in the lineup because I kicked that his ass any day in a week. He's a mother big mouth, I'll tell you that.
He was kind to press. He was kind to his players. They loved him. When he'd walk out on the mound, boy, he just had nothing but praise for these guys.
You give me a sign, Red, when I get out there. I'll mess around for some time. Okay? You can't get the left-handers out, for Christ almighty. Feel good, Tommy. I don't give a you feel good. There's 4 hits up there.
That's my favorite part. I feel good, Tommy. Yeah, I don't give a shit if you feel good. Get out of here. I feel good, Tommy. It's like talking back to the manager. You don't talk back to Tommy Lasorda on the mound. I feel good.
I don't give a well, I may be wrong, but that's my goddamn job.
Tommy Lasorda dead at 93. Tommy Lasorda, when Tommy Lasorda would come to town, we would do celebrity wake-ups, and Tommy Lasorda was one of them, one of the people, one of our great listeners at the hotels would call us and say, very quickly,
Tommy Lasorda, Hilton, room 163, under Tommy Lasorda.
And then we would dial it up, and sometimes they would pick up, sometimes they wouldn't, but Tommy just picked up.
Hello.
Hey, we're on the air at the Loop in Chicago. Tommy Lasorda.
Yeah.
Celebrity wake-up time.
All right.
This is the same radio station where Eddie Verdoliak called you, so you know that we're at least halfway decent.
Well, you're not too decent people when you wake a man up who is really tired and works hard all his life. And
all your life?
It's 6:11 L.A. time.
Now, were you sleeping really?
Sure, I'm sleeping. What do you think?
Well, the point is, this is Celebrity Wake Up. We just wanted to find out what you were doing in town and wish you the best of luck en route to the Mayo Clinic, according to Cup.
Right. I'm honored that you would think about me to call me, and I'm honored that you people recognize the fact that I'm the manager for the greatest organization in baseball.
Got it out, Tommy. Come on now. Come on. You wish you had that Cubs organization in your hands.
Let me tell you something. Can I say something to you?
Sure.
And I don't want you to take any offense towards this.
You're going to hang up on me.
No. I'm just going to show you that what I'm trying to say is that all the people who are listening, that have children, that have sons, who have aspirations of being professional baseball players, I urge them at this particular time to steer them towards the Dodgers. Because, look, seriously, because I don't want them to come to them later on in life and look at them with hate and regret in their eyes
I've
and
told my
say
son
to them that they denied them of joining the greatest organization in baseball. And I'll tell you why it is.
Yeah.
Because you take the word Dodgers, it's synonymous with baseball. If someone were to walk up to you and say, hey, I'm with the Padres, you might say, when did you become a priest?
Right.
If someone walks up to you and say, hey, I'm with the Indians, you'd say, what reservation are you from?
Right.
Or someone walks up to you and says, I'm a twin, you'd say, where's your brother or sister?
Right.
Or someone walks up to you and says, hey, I'm a cardinal, you say, work hard, next step is to be the Pope. But when someone walks up to you and they say they're with the Dodgers, you know immediately they're in Major League Baseball.
From Brooklyn. The Brooklyn Dodgers began that era.
I think of Oliver Twist, the Artful Dodgers. But
And Tommy Lasorda and the Los Angeles Dodgers are not just a baseball team, ladies and gentlemen. They are more than a baseball team. They are America.
You better believe it.
And Tommy Lasorda is not just a coach. He is not just a manager. He's not just a man who has salad dressing for sale and popcorn. What else do you sell, Tommy?
Spaghetti sauce.
Spaghetti sauce. That's Paul Newman.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
The spaghetti sauce should be on the shelves in the next 2-3 months.
And Tommy?
And everybody in America will be saying this slogan that we have.
What is the slogan, Tommy Lasorda?
It's not sorta good, it's Lasorda good.
It's Lasorda good. And it's not just spaghetti sauce, it's Tommy Lasorda spaghetti sauce. The spaghetti sauce that makes you say, I'm glad that I'm an Italian American, not just an American.
All these years I've enjoyed my mother's spaghetti sauce, who taught it to my wife, and now I want everybody else to share in it and everybody to walk around after they eat it with a smile on their face, knowing that they have just satisfied the thing that's most important to them in their life.
Tommy?
Yes, sir.
Best of luck to you and the Los Angeles Dodgers, America's team.
Thanks for calling.
Celebrity wake-up time. Good day.
Bye.
That's amazing. Remember now, you got to remember this. That's Tommy Lasorda being woke up.
Yeah.
Sleeping. That's Bruce Wolf in there, too. And he couldn't have been nicer.
Right.
He couldn't have been nicer. What should I do next?
Don't worry about it. I'll make the decision. I gave you a chance to walk out of here.
I'd like to walk out of here then.
Here's to the ones that we got.
Goodbye, Tommy Lasorda. Couldn't have been nicer. I mean, remember, I think when people hear that, they go like, wait a minute. Tommy Lasorda we woke the dude up and he went into a tomato sauce Los Angeles Dodgers history rant. Crazy. Goodbye, Tommy. Goodbye, Larry. Goodbye, Hammer and Hank.
Memories bring back your.
Now, I'll make one announcement before we take off. I'm very, very proud of this. We have been ranked number 3 by a Milwaukee newspaper, ranking Milwaukee-themed polka songs by the number of times they said the word Milwaukee. How many Milwaukee-themed polka songs exist, says the article in The World, or exist on YouTube anyway, it says. And how do they rank by the number of times they've actually said Milwaukee? And then they go down to list all the songs that are there about Milwaukee. And Jonathan Brandmeier's song, Hey Dare, Milwaukee Polka, is number 3. I said number 3. What is it about? He says Jonathan Brandmeier serves up a devastating polka parody sung from the viewpoint of folks from Illinois. These folks love to A, drive across the border to enjoy all the fine things Wisconsin has to offer, and B, call everyone in Wisconsin pathetic pile of garbage and talk smack about our sports teams. The song is therefore an accurate representation of folks from Illinois. Sample lyric: we drive across your border, pick up women big and heavy, and see those men with big foreheads like bumpers on a Chevy.
What a great line. What a great line.
Yeah. Oh, man. And I recall when we did the Hey There Polka, I had to say to the audience, I said, listen, I lived half of my life in Wisconsin. So I can't write all these lyrics because, I was a fib. Now I am a fib. Okay? At the time the song was written. So I said, just throw some, call in. I remember, I don't know if you call this, but they would call in and they'd say, hey, how about the big foreheads? And then I'd write it down, big foreheads. Hey, how about blah, 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 Milwaukee County Stadium sucks or whatever. I'd write it down. And I'd say, okay, that way I could say, we wrote it, sort of as a, so not just me ripping my own home state.
So no one turns up.
That's exactly right. Oh, I'll tell you something else. One night I was in a Wisconsin bar, hard to believe. Make a note of this. After this was released, and it was everywhere. It was in all the jukeboxes in Wisconsin. It was everywhere. It was in jukeboxes. Hey there, Milwaukee Polka. And I'm sitting at the bar, and the song comes up on the jukebox. Hey there, Milwaukee Polka. And then the guys across from me at the bar, they don't know who I am. They're sitting there in the bar, having a beer. What's that? What the hell is that? I don't know. Some asshole lives in Illinois, and he was from Wisconsin, and he turned, he wrote a song about Wisconsin. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, he's like a radio guy, so I don't know. He's on the radio up there or something like that. Okay. And I just put my beer down and just back slowly out the door. Bye-bye.
And that's when somebody stands up and says, Johnny B!
No, it's not me. Oh, it's not me. I hate the bastards. And by the way, guess who gets to get the last laugh of this year anyway? The Packer fans. Let's see what happens. Okay, anyway, I want to thank the Milwaukee Record Company and the Milwaukee Journal, whoever wrote this story. Thank you very much for making us number 3. I'm very proud. All right, have fun. We are number 3.
You say you don't like Illinois, try to keep us where we are. Now we're really such a friendly state, so we'll hop into our car and we'll drive across your border, pick up women big and heavy, and see those men with big foreheads like bumpers from a Chevy. Hey there, polka boy, go home and suck a beer. Hey there, bratwurst head, go drive your old John Deere. Yeah, hey, keep your women away, the smell will make us cry. Hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die. Yeah, hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die. Now the boys, they all go bowling, women dance to polka bands. Their license plate should read, we're America's fairy land. You say the Brewer baseball team perform their art with ease. Ah, if that's the case, then what I just flushed is a giant masterpiece. Hey there, polka boy, go home and suck a beer. Hey there, bratwurst head, go drive your old John Deere. Yeah, hey, your women away, the smell will make us cry. Hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die. Yeah, hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die. Hey, come on now, Wisconsin, we hope you'll take a joke. Cause if it weren't for us in Illinois, your state may just be broke. Ah, what the heck do we know? We're just Chicagoans, and we'll meet you all this summer at County Stadium. Yeah, hey there, polka boy, go home and suck a beer. Hey there, bratwurst head, go drive your old John Deere. Yeah, hey, keep your women away, the smell will make us cry. Hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die. Yeah, hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die. Yeah, hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, I'm from Milwaukee and I'm a dodo. Hey there, ho there, yeah, hey, stay in Milwaukee and die.
Ah, that's stupid.
I gotta go do a thing at a place.
All right, numbnuts. We've reached the end of another edition of the Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
Jesus, why? Tell me why!
check out the brand new limited edition Brandmeier merchandise, masks, mugs, shirts, collectibles, CDs, and more at BrandmeierShow.com. Just click merch when you get there.
I don't understand you.
When you visit, be sure to sign up for email updates.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And download podcasts on demand so you could listen to Johnny B whenever you want.
Johnny the Monkey.
Subscribe on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever podcasts are found. If you want, leave a review.
Hit it, Grandpa.
Follow Johnny B on Facebook at facebook.com/Brandmeier Show.
You are erect, sir.
And leave a voicemail at 833-LOON-LINE for entertaining, not complaining.
I hate to complain, but I have to.
I'm Jimmy Mack, and if you're into Star Wars, check out my show at RebelForceRadio.com for Star Wars news, celebrity interviews, and more.
I can't keep it all in my mind.
Thanks for listening to the Jonathan Brandmeier Showcast.
Bingo!
Rate it, comment, subscribe,
and keep hope alive.
Click.
Adios.